Hello and welcome to Ninson's Maths Solutions. So in this video, we're going to be looking at solving exams questions on drawing quadratic graphs without the use of a calculator. I would encourage you to please watch my video on drawing quadratic graphs without the use of a calculator before watching this video. If you have already watched that video, I also encourage you to pause the video and have a go at these questions. All right. In any case, feel free to join in, get your equipment ready, and let's look at how we might be able to use our understanding to solve these exams questions. Okay, so first off, we are being asked to complete this table and then also use our table to draw this graph. Okay, so I'm gonna look at it. We've got y equals x squared plus x. So we're gonna try and draw this table. So we've got our x column, and then from the table we're given -3, we've been given -2, -1, 0, then there's 1, there's 2, and there's 3. Okay, so these are the values of x that we should be looking at working. We don't need to worry much, but of course, we know x squared from the video we've watched. If we look at x squared, we start from the 0, and then 1 squared is 1, 2 squared is 4, and then 3 squared is 9. Then we know, because the x squared is symmetrical from the video we watched, we know that we don't need the keyboard. We know that that is gonna be 1, 4, and 9 also. To get y from the graph, from the equation, we know that y is where we add x to our x squared. So to get our y, therefore, we're gonna try and work out adding these two values. That's our x column and that is our x squared column. So if we add these two values, we'll have 6 here. Okay, so we've got our 6 here for y, and then that will give us 2. This bit will give us 0, that will give us 0, that will give us 2. 2 add 4 is 6, and 3 add 9 is 12. So now we are only interested in these y values against these x values. Okay, so we'll now go on to the exam paper and try and fill in the bits that we've been able to work out. Okay, so from our table that we've worked out, we know that when x is -3, y is 6. When x is -2, y should be 2. So we're gonna put 2 in the table. And then we know when x is -1, y is 0. When x is 0, y should be 0. And then the last bit is the 3 and the 12. Okay, so we can then know that we're going to plot along the corridor -3 and 6, -2 and 2, -1 and 0, 0 and 0, 1 and 2, 2 and 6, and then 3 and 12. So these are the coordinates we're going to try and plot. So go along the corridor, -3 up the stairs is 6. Along the corridor, -2 up the stairs is 2. Okay, along the corridor we've got -1, and up the stairs is 0, so it's just 0 on it. And then 0, 0. Then we've got 1 and 2. We've got 2 and 6. And then we've got 3 and 12. Now that we've done that, we need to join our points. Do not forget that you need to join your points with a smooth curve, freehand. Do not use a ruler. So we're joining them freehand. Okay, and because this is a curve, we never go flat at the bottom or at the top. We can never go flat because that defeats the purpose of a curve. So you just show where it dips a little bit below, so it looks like a curve, and that is all that is. And once we've done that, we know that this is the graph y equals x squared plus x. and that is it. Really, we've got our 4 marks. Okay, now the next one we're going to try and look at is this graph, y equals x squared minus 1. So we'll try and then work it out again. So if you look at our new bit that we're gonna do, we're looking at y this time equals x squared take away 1. So we've got our x column. This time x starts from -2, then -1, then 0, then 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so we need to work our x squared column. X squared is symmetrical, so if you start from 0, we've got 1 squared, which is 1, 2 squared, which is 4, and then we've got 3 squared, which is 9. So because it's symmetrical, we've got our 1 and 4 on this side. Then we've got our -1. Okay, so -1 is fixed. What that means is that there's no x on it, so it just be -1 throughout each part of this table. Now to work out our y, it is where we combine these two together. So we've got our x squared column, which is this bit. Then we've got our -1 column. So these two are going to be combined together. When we combine them, we've got 4 and -1 putting together makes 3. 1 and -1 will make 0. 0 and -1 will make -1. 1 and -1, when we have 1 and then we are adding our -1 onto it, that will also make 0. 4 and -1 will make 3. Our 9 and -1 will make 8. Okay, so that means that when we go to our grid, we're gonna try and plot these points of our y values. We're gonna try and put these values there that are missing, and then we'll try and look at our x coordinates. Okay, so we'll try and get that there. Okay, so we've got our bit there that we're gonna try and work on. Okay, okay, so we'll get it out. So we've got, when it's -2, that's 3. When it's -1, we get 0, so we put 0 there. When it's 0, it's -1, we've got 1, we'll get 0 there. And then 2 is 3, then 3 is 8. Okay, so we're gonna try and write our coordinates down, then we can plot them. So we got -2 against 3, -1 against 0, 0 against -1, 1 against 0, 2 against 3, and 3 against 8. So the first coordinate is -2 along the corridor, 3 up the stairs, so that is gonna be somewhere here. Then we've got -1 and 0, which is just on -1. 0 and -1 is there. Okay, and then we've got 1 and 0 that goes there. We've got 2 and 3 that goes there, and we've got 3 and 8 that goes there. Again, we're going to join the coordinates. Do not forget to join the points you've plotted. This is where your next mark is, with a free hand. Okay, so we join them with a free hand. Okay, and then that should hopefully give us our curve. So that's what our curve will look like. Make sure you don't force it and it looks neat like that. Okay, thank you for watching this video. Hopefully you were able to do this. Enjoy the rest of your day. Okay, so we've got all of this as our answers.